Hey, I got it today. Look at that. Yesterday I had a little problem. I'm gonna pull in El Dusty too. Thanks, Dusty. How's it going, man?
What's up? What's up?
Good to see you. Yep. No, I appreciate you jumping in. I know Tim doing some things, family stuff. So we're gonna close out the auction there, Dusty. Let me jump over there. Let's see. We got a princess over there, man. It's nice. Tire screen. And let me there it is. All right. Oh, got 1 minute left too.
It's close.
It was a close one. Morocco. Look at that. 45, 45. That's a good price, man. That's a nice one for a princess, what they've been going for, you know? And then you got Beezilla. That's a cool one. Haven't seen too many Beezillas. Paradise, 758. Squiggy, 737. And a Bubba mushroom bee. Very cool empowerment beans, too. I'm going to refresh because we only got 52 seconds left.
Yep.
And then we'll see
That's
about
gas.
it. Yeah, man. Fast cash. Got to use it. Got to do it. What's up with you, man? How you been? What you been up to
Nothing.
there?
I've had about 10 phone calls in the last hour. Apparently, I've reached that impersonation status. So somebody's out asking people for ETH in my name. So
For real?
yeah, I put it in the Discord. It's not me. I've tagged everybody and said I wouldn't ask for ETH. I don't want crummy ETH. I would ask for B. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Right? You'd ask for a black mamba. That's what you say,
Yep.
right? Morocco jumped up 46.61, and I think Bubba did too. So far as the Apex Bees, Bubba is leading the way here on this guy. 5 seconds. It's too late if you haven't bid. This is it. 3, 2, 1, and then it'll reset, and we will see the prices. Ooh, look at that, Morocco,
Wow.
all sevens, man. Look at that. That's a nice one. Hopefully, we'll see. I'll give it a minute, and we'll check it out. Oh, look, Squiggy jumped up
911.
911. That is a nice one. They all jumped. Beezilla kind of stayed in that range, but Paradise went up to 865, Bubba 855, and we'll see. I'll give it one last, like I said, a minute. And I know you usually look at the Etherscan, but I'm not sure if you're over there. But 777, that's good, huh?
I can jump over there real quick.
All good. Yep. But
Yep, everything's good.
that's crazy. So people using your name and asking. So that's what we got to watch out, everybody. Again, we want to start, and most shows like this is about the safety. More and more as you start seeing what's going on, we're at a half ETH floor now as a Bees collection. So as this gets more and more attention, you're going to see a lot of people that are kind of going to act as somebody in this group that you may think and it won't be them, right? They're gonna. Then what did they? Where was it, Dusty? Was it in Discord or was it in Twitter?
In Discord.
Okay.
So the guy went through and just direct messaged anybody that had the direct message open, and started conversation with them.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, we don't do that anyway. I don't drop into, because they were doing that as well. For me, they were using Telegram, had exactly my name, but Opus Media, what is it? Opus Media blocks, but they were using the L as an I, and you couldn't tell the difference. It was a capital I. So you just got to beware. The kind of way we are. We're not going to go reach out, just like Dusty said. He's not going to ask you for ETH, right? He'll just try to get you, like you said, talk about your black mamba or something. But it is. It's you just got to be more aware. Safety is important. Don't click on stupid links. Don't Google, something that you're trying to search for to go buy an NFT. You need to go to the official links. That's why everybody, when I tell somebody new about our project, I tell them to come to socialbees.io and use our official links right up here. This is what you should do and be used to with everybody. This is our OpenSea, right? This is Discord, our official YouTube, Twitter, and Medium. You don't want to send them, to the social bees and, even to like over here. Let's see. Let's see if we find some fake ones up here. So you go up here and you start typing social bees. Let's see. Look at it all come up, right? There's 2 fake ones right there, everybody. That's what you don't want to do. Great that we have the blue check mark now, right? We're verified, and a verified account. So, but still, people that are not familiar and maybe that's new to NFTs or just new to the space in general, You don't want to tell them to come over here, go to OpenSea, and then type in social B. You'll get them wrecked. They click on something like this and go buying this queen. Look at it. It's still that somebody could do that. You don't want to do that. So again, safety first first thing that should be in your mind, because this space is the Wild West. It is kind of crazy out there, right?
Yep. And
So
always phone a friend. Don't ever make a move without phoning a friend and just ask him, because usually you'll get that wisdom from somebody like, that don't sound right. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's people been around here for 2, 3, 5 years, right? Use the Discord. That's especially what the Discord is. That's always active. You got people over there all the time. You go, got a question, you pop it in there. If that person immediately that responds to you doesn't know it, they will find out, or others will come in and answer that question. Just don't. That's why we joke a lot about FOMO, right? Don't be FOMO into something where you have to do this within the next 5 minutes. That's nothing. You don't need anything to do with that, right? Everything here, we've been building for 2 years, right? That's even what I'm going to get into here. Something I'll jump into it since we even touched on it. FTX and everybody sees the fallout that been happening with them, but they spent hundreds of millions of dollars in sports marketing, and now they're a bankrupt company. So down here they spent 375 million, in sports deals, and their logo was all over arenas. Their logos were all over Major League Baseball players. The NBA's Miami Heat Stadium. So look at what where we're at right now, right? They spent all of this marketing dollars and all of this to get out there, and now they're bankrupt. And for what, right? We're not even at adoption, right? There's still what, marketing to a couple 100 million people, right? And that's the idea. I think slow and steady wins the race. You're building out something substantial right here. That's kind of, again, what we've been kind of talking about this whole time. Went through DeFi, learned a lot, got into NFTs. Our NFT project literally is DeFi, but it's through an NFT asset backed. So that's the idea. Is there was learning and a lot of understanding what this space is. These NFTs are also have access to this DAO where there's a treasury. I'll go back over here. You can see the treasury. Here's look. This has changed. Everybody, look at the Queen's tax. You want to know what these queens, why these are awesome? Look at the Queen's treasury tax, right? Again, we've touched on it several times. If you were to look at a project that's in the top 10 and they have this 12,000 secondary floor, 12,000 ETH, think of that in our ecosystem, right? And what that does. You know what that does, right, Dusty? I mean, look at what the ETH will go in into the treasury, and the ETH also, goes and buys bee honey and it burns, and some goes to the queens, Tim, or Dusty. Sorry, man, I'm used to it. plus I can't see you, bro. I'm just wide open here, so my bad.
That's all good. I mean, you brought up FTX. I mean, that's what I call putting the cart before the horse, right? I mean, you'll get a lot of people looking at it, but slow and steady, man. Put the cart behind the horse. Let's all work. Let's all achieve our goals, so, and not get ahead of ourselves. I mean, the bees are about adoption, and we're going to work till we get there. So,
yep, absolutely. Right on, man. And this is just three keys, the 3 key crypto prices, price events, just to look at, look after, right? There's a lot of fallout still from this FTX and Alameda debacle. There's a lot, right? So, first thing, I know that anybody that still, kind of does any trading, of course, you need to be on some kind of exchanges to do that. But most of us that what we're into is kind of holding our own assets. We always talk about that. That is one thing. As this contagion is spreading, you might want to look out and maybe get your stuff, finally start getting in a ledger, and maybe getting your stuff off of these centralized exchanges. It's important. That is one of them. FTX was the second largest one. And I mean, I'm not saying anything's wrong with Coinbase or crypto.com, but you are going to start seeing that there is crypto contagion spreading, because a lot of these assets are in other exchanges, right? And down here, you're going to look at something like USDT and USD versus USDC and USD. Start keeping an eye on these stable tokens, right? There has been, if you start looking at some of this, this is USDT. It had a little spike, a little when all that was happening. You know, there was a spike in that with the stable token. So again, just keep an eye on that. Again, mainly what we all talk about is we're all about accumulation, right? If you're in Ethereum, you're in Ethereum. There's no reason to be messing around and kind of course you can. I'm not giving financial advice. I can't scroll the thing in there. I do hold Ethereum, but I don't move in and out. I kind of was talking last couple days. I did for once do that with a stable coin, only with a little amount, and it worked out. But I can tell you, I was stressed for like 2 days. I told you, Dusty, that was my first time ever doing that. Anybody? But I was also paying attention to what was going on here. You know, the election was going on. That always has volatility surrounding it, and then also something like this ridiculousness happening. Just wanted to kind of try it out a little bit, but for 2 days wasn't comfortable. Bitcoin prices, right? Just know it's very volatile right now. We were at there at 23, 24,000, and then it dunked down to this again. So, you know, again, just be prepared. That's what could happen. That's what happens with any of this stuff. You know, this is people have to liquidate, especially that are into these different exchanges. Some things they have to liquidate is what they had and hold. They might be holding a lot of Bitcoin, right? That's why you're starting to see any of this stuff. So, you know, not saying this is going to happen, but these are the things they're talking about. If it gets back to 18,000, that's nice. That's what we're looking for. But there's always could be something like that, and that would be, you know, that'd be kind of crazy. But it's something to look for. The market is searching for firmer footing, right? These are some of the companies that had exposure to FTX, right? Sequoia Capital, 213 million. Galaxy Digital, 77 million. Crypto.com, it was only 10 million, but hey, exposure. You don't really know what all this is intertwined with. Amber Group, Kraken, they had 9,000 FTT. Multicoin Capital, 10% of their funds. Selene, I don't even know if that's right. Capital, 3% of their funds. So I'm just saying you're starting to see, you know, it ripple out through everything. Even this, you're starting to see something like this. Gary Gensler, he's the head of the SEC. Not saying this is true, just starting to see news that, you know, there's reports my office alleged he was helping SBF and FTX work on legal loopholes to obtain a regulatory monopoly. So people are looking into this. This is a big story. So, you know, check it out. Keep your eye on it. There's a lot of moving parts, and, you know, it's still evolving, everybody. So we'll see, you know.
Robin was asking in the comments, let me ask, is Coinbase CEX and MetaMask DEX? So Coinbase is a centralized exchange. So.
And yes, absolutely. They do have the wallet. I've never used their wallet. Do you use their wallet?
They do have a Coinbase wallet that will link to your MetaMask. So right. I mean, they're one and the same. So yes, the Coinbase wallet is actually a DeFi wallet.
Right.
Coinbase does not actually hold those assets. You know, it is a decentralized wallet.
So even too, like if your stuff is in MetaMask, you are in a decentralized. You know, you're holding it. You're holding those assets. That's why we talk about those private keys. When you wrote down those 12 keys for MetaMask, that is you being responsible and being your own bank. That is exactly why we talk about this, because there is no you even though I've been through like this 4 or 5 times now. I mean, because the crypto market it's not like something new, but this one is actually a little lengthy, right? This crypto winter has been substantially longer than all the other things. They've usually been pretty quick, the ones that I've been through. But you know, the problem is just like that with FTX. No one has access to anything. That once they close and shut it down, you can't log in, right? Think of Coinbase, and again, not freaking anybody out. Crypto.com, any of that. Think about logging in, and it just says you can't log in, right? That's their website. That's why we discuss and talk about this Web 2, Web 3, being the owner and be your own bank. There's a lot of responsibility with that, but you gotta you gotta take the good with the bad, right? And I'd rather be responsible and hold it all and not have to worry about that. Because if I did want to get out, if say I did have those FTT coins and it was on, I don't know if they're on Ethereum chain and ERC20 tokens. I'm not sure. I've never even messed with them, but I would be able to move out of it. That's the point. Everybody is there in. People have a lot of money in there, and it's done. It's frozen. I mean, they filed for bankruptcy today, right? And there is no way for anyone who is in that platform to have access to it. It's done. And that's why we continue to talk about the DEX, right? And decentralized, right? That's a beautiful thing. So we'll always be that's what we're building over here. Listen, everybody, that's the beautiful thing with these NFTs. 13,000 and more, I know, NFTs have access to this DAO, to that. Even let me go back to this treasury, right? It's a beautiful thing. Like when we start doing proposals and finding companies as this space finally starts being adopted, and we find companies that are building and think like us, we can all vote and say, hey, you know what? I think we should get behind this. But it's not there yet. We have to go and make this and do the work, get out there, make this project be what we all know it can be, because it's all built. We just got to go to work and do what we know we can do, right? Let the NFT space, let the crypto space know what we're all about. And like I said, they're going to be shocked. This is starting to get a lot of attention. When all these new people start flooding into Discord, everybody needs to be ready to kind of explain what you know. I'm not saying to go down the rabbit hole and explain the whole thing, but start knowing some pieces. These NFTs are asset backed. Start knowing what that is. That's what I joke with this. It's stuffed with all that bee honey, right? It's amazing. And it'll yield out. You'll fly in. That's what this hive is. You go to this My Hive, and your MetaMask will be connected. It'll sense and know that these NFTs are in your wallet, and nobody can take those out of there. I mean, that is yours. That's why we've been talking about this, of how Web3 will work, right? You will be able to fly into that hive, and however many bees you have, claim your rewards. But let's go make our rewards worth what we know they're worth. This is an amazing group, amazing project.
I like that new feature up there. That's cool. I like seeing the queen stacks. So you can do a little bit of math, and you can figure out which one, how much each of those queens own of that, And then we're not even halfway through the auction. Like that number is just going to keep climbing and climbing and climbing. And then we got trades. What about when we start getting listed on other dexes, other exchanges, and this thing starts popping? We got other people buying it. I mean, that number is going to climb, and it's going to be nice for the queens,
Yep. And again, what happens when, again, demand comes onto that token and it realizes how much is burned, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much of the tokens are burned? We went from 38 billion to 34 some billion, right? Or we burnt 34 billion. So, the billions are in these bees, and what is it? 29 million that's out in as tokens to go on exchanges, in people's wallets. The billions are all in these bees. So again, incredible what we're doing. Some other news, and I thought this is very interesting, D-Ray, but the oil giant Shell makes move into Bitcoin mining industry. And here's what you need to know. That's why I love, again, this space, especially, Bitcoin is the granddaddy of them all, but it truly is decentralized. So Bitcoin is, right? And what's cool about Bitcoin is always people are trying to find a better way to mine it, right? For energy efficiency. That's why everybody kind of is not about proof of work, right? Because there's a lot of computing power that's needed to do the mining. But again, what you're going to find is amazing innovation. We laugh and joke about what they were doing with volcanoes and geothermal energy, but that's amazing what they're trying to figure out and understand for better energy efficient mining. So I think you're going to find a lot of innovation that is going to happen because people are trying to mine and lower costs what they're doing, right? So Shell is doing that, and you know what Shell does, and I'm going to jump down here. Not only they're going to sponsor this 2023 and 2024 Bitcoin conferences, but they're the largest oil and gas company in the world. But they have lubricant cooling solutions to Bitcoin miners. That is cool. I didn't, I like I said, I never really mind, but I know mostly what they do with the mining, the servers and things like that. Usually they're in a cooler environment. Either it's out and, like I said, it's somewhere in like Denmark up in the north. I'm not saying Siberia, but a lot of those places where there's open, cool air, right? And that's what cools the mining equipment. Or use a lot of energy where it's blowing air condition all throughout the system, because these things, they get hot. But the other cool thing, I don't know if there's an image on here, but
Yeah,
what
I
they
mean, you
do,
just think of a laptop sitting in your lap, and when you're
yep,
using it, I mean, you can feel the heat dissipating down towards your legs and stuff. And you're thinking of, I mean, this is warehouses full
yeah,
of high energy servers, So yeah, I imagine it gets really hot in those buildings.
yeah. And that looked like this is Darren Gonzalez, U.S. immersion cooling lead at Shell Lubricants. I was looking at the images. I wish there was one on here, but they have the mining servers. It's all the way submerged into liquid. It's crazy. There's a way for energy efficiency. That is pretty cool, and that's what I'm saying. You're going to start finding a lot of things, a lot of innovations just by this. They're going to be able to come up with new renewable energy, sustainability. That's the things that we're all looking for. So if there's not incentives to go after that and figure stuff out like that, then that's you need that. So that's why I still like, how obvious still like, but that's why I like proof of work and what Bitcoin is, right? I love how the merge happened with Ethereum, and now it's proof of stake, much more energy efficient. But this way over here too, people are going to come up with innovative ways to mine Bitcoin at a better cost, because it's financially feasible. It's a good thing, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, this is just one last thing. I like these little tidbits, but somebody just in, this is today at noon, a little past noon, 3,500 Bitcoin worth 60 million moved for the first time since 2011. So you're starting to see some old wallets that were never alive start to come to life. And hey, I don't know what that means. It could mean a lot of different things, but that's something. But I just ended with that. Thought that was an interesting way. But it's cool stuff. Let me get into the comments. I can't even get in. Let me pop back in there. Let's see.
That's gonna be like some of your ledgers one day. Somebody's gonna say, "Ooh, this ledger just woke up. It finally moved to B."
That's right. That's right. Us over here, because we're all against any kind of letting our assets go. That's true. That's funny, D-Ray. Happy Friday. Yes, thank you. Absolutely. Steve, start a great weekend listening to. Thank you. Yes, Steve. Tim is out and doing some family stuff, and then with me and D-Ray holding down the fort. Hope he's having a good time. Yes, it certainly is, Robin. Thank you. The best. Appreciate it, Ariel. Thank you, sir. Buenos noches. How you doing, Mauricia? Good. I hope everything all is well down in South America. That is why I love this show. I can see your face and listen to it. It is. That's why we've been doing it for 2 years. Absolutely. And yes, there you go. I will. That's it. Let's see. Whoa, look at the SBU Dow and the Queens. I know. Nice. I know. I like it, my crypto adventures. I like the nice changes. Seeing what the Queens are yielding. That is pretty incredible. There's, like I said, that's taxes. There's all kinds of things going with the Queens. Queens are a very, very amazing asset. I always use it. Thank you. You have to, Mauricia, anybody. That's why we tell you with any project, you have to use official links. Howdy. What's up, Austin? Good to see you, bro. And there, yes, always. Thank you, my crypto adventures. Use those hashtags and every time you're commenting, doing anything like that. There you go, Mauricia. Saying hi to Austin. Awesome. Awesome. Let me ask, is Coinbase? Oh, you got that. That's what you asked. All right. Thank you. There you go. Austin was getting it. But yes, cool. Very good, man. Very good. So, and here we go. Coinbase does it. Yes, that's what I was asking. That's what I was thinking. That is what that wallet is, because I haven't even messed with that wallet. It's a decentralized, just like MetaMask.
He clarifies it pretty cool. So a Coinbase wallet is not holding assets on Coinbase. It's two separate products, So if you wanted to buy some bees and you had ETH in Coinbase, you could not buy these bees on OpenSea, but you could have a Coinbase wallet since it has the ability to interact with DeFi UIs. You can send ETH to your Coinbase wallet, and then you could go to OpenSea and use that Coinbase wallet to purchase bees. So,
yep, absolutely.
I prefer MetaMask. That's what I'm used to, comfortable with. So,
I was wondering, does it show up like MetaMask in the little toolbar? That's a question. I'm just asking. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I haven't used it, so I'm comfortable with MetaMask. It's what we always used, and yeah, the kind of things maybe we'll go through. So all good. I know. I don't know if Discord is always active. I don't know if hopping over there, keep the chat going, and like I said, good. You have anything?
No, I was just gonna say, it's Friday night, so let's go.
And also too, keep an eye out this weekend. I think we'll hear some news about the game, soccer. I think World Cup, that might be some announcements. So keep your ears peeled to Discord and get active in there. Keep the conversation going, and let's see what's going on. All right.
Beautiful.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thanks for jumping in here too. I appreciate it, Dustin.
Absolutely. Everybody have a good weekend.
Yep. Everybody have a good one. See ya.